side of this one church down is a golden road.
We're here with Hannah Barron, and she's at the Great American Outdoor Show here.
My ground, this is God's country. We pray for rain and thank Him when it's falling, cause it brings a grain and a little bit of money. We put it back in the plate. I guess that's why they call it God's country.
Look at that, baby!
Sunrise sitting back in the 40 on the bloody riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of the being found, Dixie whistle in the wind, that'll get you heaven bound. Devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country.
Good morning, folks. We're going to do something a little different today. We're down here on Kentucky Lake with Primitive Patriot Outdoors. We're going to have a little live scoping demonstration put on today by professional crappie fisherman Tony Sheppard. So we will be fishing with Tony today, and you'll get a little upfront personal stuff of one of the best live scope fishermen in the country. Stay tuned.
Who is Tony Sheppard? Well, he's the 2014 National Champion. He's also 2019 Mr. Crappie Invitational winner and several other tournament wins. Lucky for us, we get to go out fishing with Tony Sheppard and learn a little bit more about live scoping and maybe some secret spots on Kentucky Lake. Now this is what I call one hell of a rig. This boat is worth way more than my house. I know what you're thinking. We had one hell of a time trying to keep up. Welcome back. We're with professional angler Tony Sheppard on Lake Kentucky as we're searching for big crappie. And also, Tony's going to give us a demonstration in live scoping. It took us a while to find some fish, but we finally got on some spots where we found small schools of crappie. Unfortunately, these crappie were not the size we were looking for. Tony was just giving us a small taste of what was about to come. After not having much luck at this spot, we decided it's time to pack up and move to a different area. And Tony says this area is hot.
There
it is.
Tony. That's what we're looking for.
And here is what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sure, if we're going to get enough. If not, we can always throw them back at the end of the day. That's right. Take them for a boat ride. What size jig head you throw, Tony? 8th ounce? 16th? Is this stuff you guys in the club have put in, or?
What Marshall is asking is the structure that we're fishing on. A lot of the crappie clubs will put that down in the lake to give the lake better structure. Like some of this brush you can see in the left side of the screen. Looks like a better fish.
He's just out roaming. He wasn't even over the structure.
I see some fish out here roaming.
There we go.
There you go. That's a nice one, buddy.
Heck yeah.
Egged right up.
Good size fish, maybe about 7 thumbnail. Pretty good, pretty good size.
So like a quarter of one of them grit blocks?
While Tony's catching all the fish on his boat, myself and Marshall are still trying to figure out how to read the live scope. Tony's been giving us some pointers on how to identify fish and how to identify the size of fish. Another slob. Yeah. It's time for us to get on Tony's boat.
At the arrow, is that actually where it points? Okay, what's that right there? That's it? Okay. Because I was seeing them and I'm thinking, I wonder if that's what they are.
No time of it. Nah. Yeah, big toe with the ball.
It's like it's
How do you have your wire?
as far as what?
Black box.
What's that?
Black box.
That's the first one ever, buddy. There you go, bud. Feel the thump. Okay, Josh, now I'll buy it. I wasn't buying it until I seen it.
And there you have it, Marshall's first fish using live scope. I think now he's a believer.
That always makes it a little more believable when it happens.
A little easier to believe.
Well, how many times did you look at it thinking, and you ain't catching them, and you're like, nah.
What I do with my live scope is I run it out to about 50 foot most of the time. And what we're doing is we're just going from brush pile to brush pile, and normally, like right here comes a brush pile at 50 foot. Get it back on it. And you can tell this one may have a few fish. It's got some white bright dots in it. That's usually what I look for. So we got carp in this lake and they're pretty spooky. So what I try to do is stay back 30 foot or so and cast a 16th ounce jig and reel it through the brush pile. And it seems like I can catch more fish than just pulling up on it, because a lot of times the fish will spook off and leave because the carp's around and they spook off and leave. And it's like, you know, squirrel barking in the woods. Everybody knows something's wrong.
Well, this is about 3 years ago. I had some friends of mine on, a guy and his wife, and she delivered for UPS for 20 years. I mean, it wasn't like this girl was no wimp.
Right.
And 50 minutes into it, she looks over at me. She says, "You either got to take this rod or I'm letting it go." And I told her, no. I says, "Do not let go of that rod and do not give that fish up." I says, "You will hate yourself at this point if you quit."
Right.
Well, she ended up giving it up. Her husband got it 10 minutes later, 27 pounder. She gets on the boat the next year. She looks at me, says, "No matter what, don't you ever let me give it up again." It's like, I told you not to give it up.
As you can see in the lower right hand screen, what we are looking at on the live scope is what they call a stake bed. It's a series of poles stuck in the ground vertically so that the crappie have some structure to swim in and hide in.
I saw it. I saw that shit as soon as this jig hit the bottom. I seen it. Nice one. See that shit?
Barely slow down his gills. Look at that thing. Good Lord. That thing right down.
There's another one. Good job. What'd you catch that on?
The hot Janko jig.
There it is. And you're using what kind of rod is that?
It's the Tony Sheppard special.
Jeez.
Trick stick.
Who's this Tony Sheppard guy?
I don't know. Who is he?
Who is he?
Me too.
I don't know who he is. I won the Crappie Masters National Championship in 2014, and then I won the Wally Marshall Expo in 2009. Those are the two national championships I've won.
I created Real Damn Deal to blend the perfect savory citrus with a little bit of smoke to ensure your catch is the real damn deal. For huge wild flavor, Real Damn Deal is great on all fish, shellfish, crabs, crab boils, crawfish, sweet corn and veggies, rice, pasta, dip, popcorn, and makes an amazing Bloody Mary rimmer. All of my Hunt Chef wild flavor seasonings are no MSG, no gluten added, and 100% American made. Like what you see? Head over to huntchef.com and get all the wild flavors. Stay tuned, a lot more coming for Hunt Chef Nation. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and huntchef.com.
Friends are always asking me, how's it going? And I gotta tell them, I'm living the dream. From Africa to Colorado to all across the globe. Extreme hikes and extreme hunts. Whether it's swimming, flying, or running, you best believe I'm chasing after it. We're here with Hannah Barron, and I'm Josh Larson, and this is The Dream, streaming on PPO TV, Roku Channel 716, and YouTube. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, we are with professional angler Tony Sheppard on Kentucky Lake with pro staff Marshall Stearns and myself, Josh Larson. Tony is teaching us the ins and outs of fishing using a live scope.
Probably don't catch as much crap doing this as you do. We're good.
Woo! She's full of eggs.
She's heavy, that one.
Nice. Look at that hog.
Step over here. There's a creek ledge in this oak creek.
This is where Cliff and Jerry always fish too.
God said they fished everything we had fished today, sometime in our life.
Oh, I'm sure. No one's better run along as them old boys had. Stump. There you go. That looks like a good one. No. Babies. Boy, Tony, I don't know how you see that jig so easy.
Oh, I can see it right now.
Boom.
Oh, I saw that too. Oh my God. We're going to slow this down a bit and show you exactly what we just saw on the live scope. Now check out the circle. You can see the fish actually bite the jig. Boom, there it is.
That was the biggest fish in the pile.
Oh man, look at that. That was nuts. Dude, this looks freaking sweet. And I saw that fish get snagged right out of there. Oh, look at that.
Good one.
And with that, it's time for Tony to take us back to Marshall's boat so we can head back home and cook up some awesome crappie. And as you know, it's hard to keep up with Tony's boat, but at least he was there at the docks to help us tie off when we got there. And it looks like we're going to be eating pretty good tonight. Not a bad day's catch.
Not for dinner, I'll tell you that. Dink.
Fucking battery on him.
What an amazing trip we had. Marshall was able to catch his first fish using live scope, and I think Tony made him a believer in it. We also want to thank Tony Sheppard for taking us on this amazing journey, teaching us about crappie fishing, teaching us better techniques, and how to build ourselves as better outdoorsmen. Keep dominating the crappie world, Tony. We'll see you next time, bud. For all of you that are at home and want a crappie fish, get your butts down to Kentucky, look up Tony Sheppard, because he's also just launched his own guide service. So if you want to learn from the best, now you can. One special thank you to Tony Sheppard, Marshall Stearns, Primitive Patriot Outdoors, and High Voltage Media and Design. And we'll see you guys on the next adventure. Till then, God bless, and God bless America.